So I've been digesting a lot of material in my own journey on spirituality and trying to understand where I want to be at, where I'm going to find peace. And I grew up Catholic, so I have the Christian point of view, I would say. I read the Bible, but a lot of things kind of didn't sit right with me, and a lot of things were conflicting, and I asked God to just lead me to understand your word and how I'm supposed to live. So I came to the teachings of metaphysicians, which is Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, Florence Scovel Shinn, and it really helped me understand a lot of the things that were missing, like the missing links that I'm looking for. Most of it was that we had come originally from God's realm. We were from the heavenly realm. The Father literally made us in his own image and likeness. And he kept saying again and again in the Bible, again, I'm referencing the Bible because I'm Catholic, he said he's in us. Even Jesus said he is in us. And Jesus said, you believe in God, believe also in me. So Jesus represents God coming down to earth to become man, to show us that it is possible to commune with God in his realm, in his kingdom, and bring forth from there to hear things that we thought were impossible. So what does that say for me when I'm trying to create the life that I want? First of all, there is this enemy trying to convince you that you can't create the life that you want. You have to beg for it from God. You simply need to ask if it's God's will, and you have to believe that whatever he put in your heart is his will. So, this is the reason why some people's dreams is to have a small cottage by like the mountains, and some people's dreams is to have a palace, because somebody put it there when you came here, that dream. People have different dreams. Not everybody wants money. That's true. I've seen that. So, but if that's your dream, then that's your dream, and God can help you accomplish it. But here comes the attacking enemy telling you that, no, that's not true. You can't create that, or somebody else deserves it, or just basically anything that can make you doubt the reality that you can create it, and that the power of God is within you, in you. You can create. You have the power to be a creator of your life here. He's going to throw at you that you can't. Because then there's going to be no proof of God's power in you. Then you're not going to be able to do anything. You're a victim. So that helps a lot with when you're questioning, is this right that I'm manifesting? Is this right that I'm using my subconscious mind? Yes, because it's in the Bible. Again, if you're Christian based, you believe in the Bible, Neville used the Bible for reference. Joseph Murphy did that. Florence Scovel Shinn did that. They reference the Bible. Some people take it literally and become powerless. Take it as how it presents itself to you and gain the power from it. Then you can manifest the life that you want. You can create. God is in you. He is the creator. He is the source of all. And you can create using the same power that is in you. It was given to you for a reason. It is in you. Jesus coming to save us from what? We were so blinded that we don't have this power. We were so away from God. We lost touch of the Godness in us. Jesus had to come down and save us from that, to reconnect us with God. Like, here, recognize I am like you. I am also the Son of God. You are my brothers and sisters, yet you don't do what I am doing because you don't believe enough that he is in you and he has the power in you. So he is the proof. He nailed the flesh and showed us that in spirit we all belong to God. And everything that we can conceive in the spirit comes here, as he also showed us. He turned water into wine. He multiplied the loaves of bread and the fish. He conceived that from the heavenly realm and delivered it here. We can also do that. And by doing that, actually, when you keep doing that, you are continually in communion with God. You are working in the power of God. You are in fellowship with Him. You are connected to Him. It's not, God isn't some external being that you have to visit every day and just talk to. He's in you. And if you realize that, then you would always be in communion with Him, because you'd always be tapping into His power in you. And again, some people are saying, oh, that's the work of the devil. You're not supposed to be attracting. You're not supposed to be playing God. You aren't playing God. God said that He is in you. You didn't make that up. But again, here's the enemy attacking you, saying that it is his work that you're trying to do God's work. Again, you are going to be facing an onslaught of confusion, of doubt, of fear. A lot of things are going to come up when you start to try to create your life according to how God says you can create it. Why? Because it's the job of the enemy to cut out that communication. Because if you can use your power and you fully realize that you can use this power, that's game over for him. He can't threaten you. He can't take anything from you now because you realize you are a creator. What can he take from you? If you realize you have this God power from the image and likeness of God, and God is within you, what can he take from you? Nothing. So he is absolutely on an onslaught to just convince you that life happens because this, like, I don't have any power. This is God's will that I have this suffering. Actually, God gave us the power of life and death, and he told us to choose life. So we can stop blaming him if things are going bad, because he gave you the power to change it. But enemy here is going to try to say, no, this is God's will that you're suffering. Embrace the suffering. Like, I'm sorry, but the teachings of we're supposed to be suffering always isn't from God. I don't believe that you have to be suffering. I believe that fellowship with God and communion with God is happiness. People feel eternal happiness. There is this peace that you feel, not suffering. So it has become so distorted. And again, reading from the history of the church and the religions, we're going to see that a lot of people have tried to use the manuscript, the Bible, the scriptures of God. They have tried to use this, what? To control people and subject them. How much dark history do all churches have? Of course, somebody at some point used the scripture, used God as a focal point for fear to control you. And until you embark on your own spiritual journey, until you embark on the journey of realizing for yourself who you are, what you are capable of, you would always be feeding off this secondhand faith that will never work out, and you will never be truly satisfied, and you will never be at peace. Because again, God put in you a dream, a mission, and if it's not getting fulfilled, you will always have that feeling of something is missing. And again, you don't go to other people for that. You search it for yourself. Why am I not feeling the power of God? Why do I feel disconnected to him? Why does it seem like I'm praying to him but he's not hearing me? You're praying to him like he's an external thing, like he's another person, and you're like yanking on his robe. It doesn't work like that. You have to find him within you. You have to understand he is within you. You are a creator like him, and he is the one source of all, and he is infinite. So again, he's showing you how much power you have. But the enemy's job is to confuse you and not let you see how much power you have. Why? Because you're unstoppable once you realize what power you have. The bad part is a lot of the people who have awakened that they have this God creator power have been using it for bad. And so what? Look at the world today. You have people who use it for greed. They do have a lot of money. How come they have a lot of money? Because they know how to attract it. They know how to create it. But what are they using it for? Not for good. Power. War. Bad things. We are all creators. But intentions are different. They know that they can create. They realize that before you did. So you're like under them. They're doing these bad things, greedy bosses, those kinds of things. They know they're a creator. They already know the power within them, the power that they have, but you don't. So you're subjected to them, and then you're thinking like, how come he's got a lot of money and I don't? It's not just about money, of course. But you got to realize that the power within you is the same power that everybody else who's creating their life in this earth. Like, you can blame, like, I'm from a poor family, this, that, came from nothing. There are so many people who are successful now who came from nothing, but they're able to do it. And the evil one, the devil, is going to try to just attack you with doubt and fear. And the one thing that he's always going to tell you is, well, that's them. That's not you. You see how conniving it is. Once you see that all the times that you doubt and not trust in the power within you and not believe, if he can get you to just not believe, if he can get you to use your own free will to not believe, he's already won. So God gave you the free will. You do. You can choose. You can choose what thoughts you think. You can choose definitely what you're sowing in your mind. Whatever is in your mind translates into reality. That is a fact. It's not sometimes it translates. It always translates into reality. And that's in the Bible. Anything you think about, your thoughts will come out. And a lot of people think, no, I just thought of that one time, but it's not. No, it's going to come out. It's going to come out one way or another. You're attracting everything you think about. If the enemy can get you to use your free will to think of things that aren't helpful to you, then he's already won. So how do you beat him? Use your free will to think about things that you want to create. What do you want to see in your life? What do you want to create? That's what you should do. Then day by day, as you keep saying the things that you want to see in your life, and then you believe it, you got to use that free will to believe that these things are going to come to pass. It's fact. It's not like they might come to pass or maybe they'll come to pass. They will come to pass if you put them in your mind. Anything that you keep thinking about will be magnified, and it will appear because you are drawing your whole being to it, and you will be led to it. So use your free will to choose to believe the power of God is in you. You are a creator. He gave us the power, life or death, choose life, create the life that you want. Do not doubt for a second that God is within you. Christ is within you. You believe in God, believe also in Christ, the man who came down as God and showed us that it can be done.